Welcome once again, my fellow manipulators of Digital Fate. I'm Richie, this is Capricorn, and today's deck is another crazy standard brew from Early Access for Bloomburrow. This one is one that my mod and part-time editor Fingon has been badgering me to make for quite a while. This is Finstigate, and we're doing Otter Tribal in Izzet finally. But it's kind of cross-pollinated with Bird Tribal because, oddly enough, there are some synergies that overlap, and they both work in Spellslinger decks really well. So, before we break down this deck, make sure you like the video if you haven't already. It's you guys liking every video that helps this channel to grow so quickly. So thank you so much to those that do it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you never miss an upload. Tons of crazy new deck techs on the way. Tons of spoiler content as well for Duskmourn starting next month, I believe. So really excited about that. But also catch me live Monday through Friday over on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/quarantinedcapricorn, because if I'm alive and I'm breathing, I'm there and I'm streaming. And if you're seeing this video the day it goes up, it is community night. So come on over, play games against me. I'll see you there. Now let's break down this deck. Alright, so we're finally doing it. My favorite person in the world, Fingon, my moderator over on Twitch, has been begging me to do Spellslinger. Izzet Spellslinger every time Early Access comes up pretty much, and we're finally doing the damn thing. We're doing otters, but we're doing birds, and we're gluing them both together with one very special card called Valley Floodcaller. 1 blue and 2 for a 2/2 otter wizard with flash. You may cast non-creature spells as though they had flash, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, birds, frogs, otters, and rats you control get +1/+1 until end of turn, and you untap them. So not only does this allow us to cast things like enchantments and sorceries during our opponent's turn if we need to, or just at instant speed like a combat trick, but every time we do, it's going to buff up not only all of our otters, of which we're mainly using in this deck, but also our birds, which we're also using in this deck. So it's kind of a hybridization between Otter Tribal and Bird Tribal, just completely going to town with spell slinging. So how are we taking advantage of Valley Floodcaller? We're using things like Elusive Otter, 1 blue mana for another otter, 1/1 prowess, and creatures with power less than Elusive Otter's power can't block it. We can also use this as an adventure, pay 1 green and X for Grove's Bounty, distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control, and that's going to let us trigger a lot of our prowess triggers and our spell slinging. If I'm stuttering a lot, it's because I'm really tired. I'm in the middle of a 24-hour stream. I'm kind of more towards the end of it, so I apologize, but bear with me. We're going to get through this. So this is a good way to cast the adventure, trigger our prowess triggers, but also have a creature to then capitalize on other prowess triggers. So 2 for 1 is nice. We're also using Pearl of Wisdom because we're really deep into otters. A lot of times we can get the cost reduction on this, cast it for just 2 mana, draw 2 cards, gas up, trigger all of our prowess, and it's wonderful. And then we're also running Coruscation Mage, another new card, 2 mana for a 2/2 otter wizard with Offspring 2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. So if you get this down early, you start to ping your opponent every time you cast your non-creature spells, of which there are plenty in this deck. But if we get this a little bit later and we have some extra mana, we can actually pay a total of 4, get 2 of these bad boys onto the field for just 1 card, and now every non-creature spell we play is going to ping for 2. And yes, that's going to count all of the ones that we're playing at instant speed by using Valley Floodcaller, which is pretty awesome. But why does it matter that we're buffing both otters and birds? Because we're, of course, using Slick Shot Show Off. You guys know this guy. He's been around since Thunder Junction. He's been the bane of everyone's existence. He gets buffed up +2 power every time you cast a non-creature spell. He's got evasion, he's got haste, he just does everything. And not only can we buff him up with all of our crazy non-creature and prowess synergy, but because the Valley Floodcaller buffs up +1/+1 to all 4 tribal types, including otters and birds, we're able to not only pump up all of our otters with this guy, but we're also able to give that buff to the Slick Shot Show Off. And in a similar fashion, we have one copy of Balmor Battle Mage Captain, which is also a bird and can also get that buff. 1/3 flyer for 2 mana, but whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, creatures you control get +1/+0 and trample until end of turn, so a nice little bit of extra value. We're also running a nice removal suite of 4 shocks, which are easy to cast, and 2 slick sequences, which cost 2 mana instead of 1, but we will be able to draw a card if we double spell in a turn, which is really easy to do in an Izzet Spellslinger deck. Of course, we're running 4 Monstrous Rages because it's just really easy to kill the opponent really quick with Monstrous Rage, get all of our prowess triggers, get an extra 2 damage, and get a monster roll token that adds trample and +1/+1, all for the low price of 1 red mana at instant speed. You know we're jamming the full play set. And then 4 Sleight of Hand, because if we can trigger all of our prowess synergies and find, you know, the best card in the top 2 to add to our hand, which we're probably just going to cast again right away. Maybe we're double spelling, and we just dig deeper into our deck and get all of the things we need for the deck to go off. And this deck does go off. It can win really fast if you have the right curve and you're lining things up correctly, but it also has a lot of staying power, it has a lot of card advantage, and it can just keep refilling its hand and keep going, which is kind of crazy. So the mana base is pretty cool. We're mostly leaning on red-blue duels, and 1 Thrawn Portal because it can be one of each of the 3 colors. And then we do have splashed in some red-green and blue-green dual lands, just so that we have a chance of maybe casting that Grove's Bounty off of the Elusive Otter, but it is not the primary thing we're trying to do. We're mostly blue-red, right? We're mostly Izzet, and that green is just a splash because sometimes it will come up, and it's almost no opportunity cost at all to be able to play these green dual lands. So we're jamming just like 8 sources of green in, so we have a chance to cast that Grove's Bounty. And the deck's wild, so Finn, this one's for you. Let's check out the games. This looks fine. Question is, do we play the Otter first and save the talent? Or do we play the talent first and save the Otter so that we can Grove's Bounty? I think we play the talent first. And then we'll probably plot the Slick Shot onto. Deep Cavern Bat, okay. He's probably gonna hit the Slick Shot, to be honest. That's fine. No blocks. Gorge. Do we just play the Coruscation Mage? I think we do. Pass. Bandit. Bandit, buddy. You can't be still like that. I'm trying to record, dude. I'm trying to record. You're snoring so heavy. Discard a non-land card. I mean, I guess the thing that's worth the most or the least card advantage is what we go for. Spire Bluff Canal. Guess we'll just do this. And swing for 6. do have Sleight of Hand in the yard now. We could get it back by leveling up to level 2 with Storm Chaser's talent. We don't want to do that until we're out of gas, though. You otter no. Otter no. Yeah. Hit my Pearl of Wisdom. You're out of gas, though, buddy. Let's just swing. Ow. That's rude. Honestly, I think we just play the Elusive Otter. Because we need to be able to swing with it next turn. And since we have the other land, we can pay 4 to level this up, get back the Sleight of Hand, and still have the mana to play that. Pump up our dudes and swing in. Oh, it's a jingle. It's a jingle jangle. I have faith in you. How dare you make me discard my land? Draw a card. Well, I think it's probably better to get back the Pearl of Wisdom, right? So we'll do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll swing for 7. And then we've got lethal next turn. Probably has some discard. But I don't think he can discard 2 cards out of our hand. Novice Inspector. Sure. You would say that, wouldn't you? I am 1 hour north of Boston. That's where I am. I think we do this. Well, here's the thing. I'm from New Hampshire. The states up here are really small, so all of the states in the Northeast kind of feel like one big state in a way. So I'm only 1 hour north of Boston, but I'm in a different state. I'm in New Hampshire. I'm not in Massachusetts. New Hampshire is this weird melting pot of, like, it's kind of outdoorsy and has some southern hospitality sort of vibes to it. But it's also close enough to Boston and part of New England. I can drive less than an hour to the east and be at the ocean. Drive an hour or less than an hour, a little bit less, south and be in Boston. I can drive an hour north and be in the mountains. So it's like, kind of perfect. Another Sleight of Hand. Let's go. I think we win. Sleight of Hand was a good idea. Go to 1. And now we smash. That was nice. Hell yeah, Finn. Finn knows what's up. I think we keep this. We don't have any great 1-drops, really. Should be able to make it work, though. We Sleight of Hand on 1, try to find another land, I think. Blue. I guess I take an Otter? I think I've drove on it before. I've toured up and down the East Coast a few times in bands and stuff. Played some gigs. I think I played a gig in Charleston. I think there was a concert promoter there called Charleston Shows. I think that's North Carolina, not South Carolina. Alright, Gorge, he's got a slick shot. Kinda want to shock it. I think I'm just gonna jam it. I mean, I could plot it. But if he wants to use his removal on my slick shot, I'm all for it. Actually, I should have held it back as a blocker for the Deep Cavern Bat, right? Because now we can just gain back the life that the damage I just took from him. That seems not great. We like second cousins. Yeah, that's how New Hampshire and Massachusetts is. Honestly. Honestly. I think we do this. And then we do this. If I was worried about removal, I might plot it instead. Alright, digging for more stuff. Dude, we have so much. I hate to bug you in the middle of dinner. I think we just win, right? If he blocked, he might have still been alive at like 1 or 2. Yep. Slick shot show off is lame. I guess we keep this. We'll go coast into Storm Chaser's talent to start. Get a creature on the board. Attack card B, MTG. Let's go. Well, we're gonna start with Sleight of Hand. Find, I guess, another Sleight of Hand. Play a mountain. Attack. Play a Monstrous Rage, so why not? Hit for 6. Seems gross. we just otter? I think we need more creatures, right? Let's Sleight of Hand. Another Storm Chaser's talent. I like that. We can do that. Alright, we'll put you at 5. Seems good. With just our little otter boy. Aether Channeler, you gonna bounce my otter? Yeah, you gotta be right. Of course you're gonna. Guess we just do this. Isn't a whole lot else to do right now. X equals 3. Force you to have to deal with it. Okay, or I guess you could do that. That works. No tax. I think the creature's worth more to us than killing his creature is. But I mean, we just get back our shocks, right? With the Storm Chaser's talent. We doing absurdly gross things, that is for sure. Attack! Monstrous Rage. You got removal? You got a No More Lies? Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Even Interrupter. Brutal, bro. Well, I guess we'll do this. We're getting pretty close to dead. Shock. That'll help. That'll help. That'll be the day. Big Bop will do ya. We're the Backyardigans. Whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, make an otter. Seems rad. I would like you. I think we're dead. Pyhonic Blast. Alright, we're gonna keep this. Once again, we'll start with Storm Chaser's Talent. What a card. What a card, that one. Good Magic player. Good. Speaking of good. Do I kill his Coruscation Mage? I think I wait. I think we'll swing and see if he blocks. And then we'll play our own. That's what I think. Shock Mine? No. Tempest Angler, huh? We'll do that. We'll do that. And if he wants to trade, that's fine. We gotta get into damage. We gotta. We got a Valley Flood Caller, people. So torn. We could Pearl of Wisdom and then probably find a 1-drop. And be able to actually swing in. I guess we'll try. I guess we'll try. Wants to trade for our Coruscation Mage, that's fine. We'll take it. It is what it is. You would have done the Angler. Yeah, I guess it does outgrow our removal pretty quick, huh? Kills our Coruscation Mage. It's in a pretty rough spot, though. No blocks. We go to 9. 5 mana. I don't even think we need the Valley Flood Caller. Sleight of Hand. Good night. Oh my god, lands! Lands? How dare you? What a deck. I think this is fine. Talon on 1, Coruscation Mage on 2. Into Coruscation Mage, into Coruscation Mage. Hello. Hello, Bina. 94. Alright. Storm Chaser's Talent. Mountain. Quality, comfort, and price. That's nice. Let's swing with the otter first. In case we need to buff it. Alright. Now we'll play the Coruscation Mage. And he kills it. That's fine, we get to keep our otter. Emberheart Challenger. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Something, something, something. Smash. Come on, land. No blocks. He's just gonna buff it with prowess. Coruscation Mage again. Man, being stuck on 2 land sucks. It sucks. No attacks. Come on, land. You will take it all. Valiant. How valiant of you. Yeah, we're gonna die next turn. I think we lost this one. It's almost like being stuck on 2 land makes you lose. Or something. Something like that. Something like that. We almost got there, even being stuck on 2. The fact that it's this close when he has double the mana we do, it's kind of crazy. Blooming, is that blooming? Blooming Blast. Alright. I'm going to keep this. We're going to start with a Storm Chaser's Talent. He's going to play a Heartfire hero. That's fine. That's wonderful. Thank you for that. No blocks. Swing with the otter. Plot the show off. Here we go. Ren's Resolve. Hello, Ren. Eight, 6, 7, 5, 4, 9, 7. Right? That's how it goes. Alright, so we start with Sleight of Hand and try to find a land. No dice. No dice. So I guess we'll just do this. Since the Slick Shot Show Off is the target, we want the Monstrous Roll token to be on the Otter. So that if he does kill the Slick Shot Show Off, we still get to keep that. Alright, so he's down to 7. 6. Plays his own Slick Shot. Another Storm Chaser's talent. Hey, finally, some mana. Finally, some mana. Trying to think what's the safest play here. Let's do this and this. He didn't kill the Show Off, or does it have to be a player? It does have to be a player. Okay. Well, we'll kill you. We'll kill you right up. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at Patreon. Without you guys, this channel would not be possible, so honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your contributions. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe. The more likes we get and the quicker we get them, the bigger this channel will grow and the faster it will grow. I'd love nothing more than this channel to become something very special for you guys, but it's entirely up to you how fast that happens. Also, if you'd like more deck text, that's somewhere over there. And if you'd like to see what else the channel's been up to lately, that's somewhere up that way. Also, subscribe, circle below, do all the things.